Sing with me if you know it. I roamed and I rambled, and I followed my footsteps through the sparkling sands of your diamond desert. And all around me, a voice was sounding. It said this land. Thank you, economic crisis. There was another crisis happening, an environmental crisis. It was called the Dust Bowl. Have you ever heard of the Dust Bowl? All right, so here's how that worked. It barely rained for a couple of years. That's called a drought in that part of the country. And that, combined with some farming practices that weren't so good for the soil, meant that all that land were farmed. And so he wanted to help organize these workers join themselves up into something called unions. You ever heard of the union before, a union? A union is when a group of people get together, specifically a group of workers, and they join themselves up like a team. Dr. King sang in the pulpit. And now music became a tool for change. They sang old church songs like, Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound. They sang, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. But they changed the words to make it fit the protest of that day. Sometimes a boycott is when people refuse to use or do something unless their demands are met. Let's have a boycott of the Montgomery buses. So, we're gonna need a leader. Who could we have lead our march? They would cross their arms and hold hands, as in this picture, with Pete here at the Highlander Center. Why do you think they would sing it that particular way? We shall overcome. Sing that again. We shall overcome. Now it goes up. We shall overcome someday. The young woman who was asked to sing We Shall Overcome that day was a young woman who built her career in this very club where I'm standing. It used to be called Club 47. And okay, it wasn't quite where I'm standing because it was around the corner. But it moved over here and it became Club Passim. And the young woman's name was Joan Baez. It took hundreds of years of slavery, followed by another 100 years of segregation, to get our country into the racial mess that it's in now. It's gonna take more than 50 or 60 years to get us out of it. Creating change takes leadership. Being a leader doesn't start when you're an adult. It starts the moment you decide to be a leader. Kids can be leaders too, and many of our best leaders right now in our country and around our world are kids not much older than you. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest